You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 205.
Man, 205, man. I'm Ramadan Ralph this week.
Oh, yeah, I love it. We're going to get into that, too. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. I am the mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
Yep, on Twitter, a.k.a. X. I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. And special shout out to WDJY-FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL Hope.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Ralph.
It's been a long time, man.
Hey, man.
Shouldn't have left you without a dope pod to step to. We apologize. We really do.
But
it's only been a week, right? It's only been a week off.
Yeah, a week off. Some of us had travel plans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit,
we both. Look,
I'm ready to get to.
You ready to just kick me out the whip? Just talk.
Listen, man. Somebody was on vacation. Somebody was doing work. So I would say that. And look, that's what. Nothing's wrong with that. It's all good, man. But Ralph,
let's lead into it.
Okay.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. Tired. I'm tired. Like, I've been busy. I took a trip to Orlando a couple weeks ago, or like a week and a half ago.
Okay.
For a tennis conference. So,
yeah.
As many of you know, I'm a board member of the East St. Louis Community Tennis Association.
Talk.
And the USTA, which is the governing tennis body in the United States, had what's called an Impact Conference. So, the type of organization that we are. They had a conference for all of the organizations across the country to come. A lot of different workshops to learn how to better service our communities, how to better run our organizations, and just to network and talk to other people about what they do, how they do it, things like that. So, met a lot of good people from all the way up from Washington. All the way down to like Tampa, Orlando, Baltimore, all over the country, right? And just to see the type of work that a lot of these people have been doing. Like, some of these people have been in the game for 20 plus years, right? Yeah. We're relatively new. It's only been about 5 or 6 for us.
Yeah,
so,
but some people have, I guess, more of an established thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And people running like $10 million facilities and all kinds of it's dope, right?
That's so real goals though,
right? No, absolutely. Yeah. And seeing how other people have been able to achieve those types of things, right, puts hope for me, because those are goals that we aspire to as well.
Yeah,
we have the 3 tennis courts in Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
but we're striving to have a full blown indoor tennis facility where people can come in, train. Get tutoring, like all kind of stuff, right? Just even outside of tennis, just a community organization where we can serve the community, serve the youth. So, yeah, long-term goals, but all in all, it was a great event.
Well, hey, man, by you being like probably the youngest member, right, on the board?
Yeah.
That's something you could definitely work on, bro. Like,
right?
I
know.
You know, you got the foresight, bro.
Word. I mean, we already run our summer programs where we about 50 to 100 youth every summer that we're giving lessons to. Yeah. And now that we've been doing it for a few years, we're starting to see those few that's really stepping up and actually learning and like playing matches and things like that. So the goal for next year is to get them in the tournaments, like, you know, it's to start getting more eyes on them. So when they do get to high school, college age, maybe they can go to college on scholarships and things like that. So
that's always a goal, man.
Yeah, that's the pipeline we're trying to work on now. So
pipeline,
I know, right? Try to get them in middle school, work with them through high school, and hopefully, you know, get them to where they can play in college. So
no, that's what's up, man.
We'll see, man. It's lit. It's lit. Yeah, never did that much talking in a 3-day span of my life, but it was great. Listen, I'm not the networking guy, man.
But
I'm not.
You've been forced to do it now.
But put in the position, I see where it can go.
It's for the babies, man.
Word, nah.
That's usually what it is. It's for the babies.
I see where it can go, man.
Hey, that's
what's
up.
That's what's up, man. And not to mention, I came home the next day. I went and played in a tournament. Now I haven't like actually played competitive tennis like in a while. I'm talking like damn near 10 years. Like it's been a minute, right? East St. Louis CTA, we held an adult tournament, our first one. Let me just give a round of applause for that. That's a big feat for us. But decided to enter and ended up winning doubles with a partner that I was paired with that I had never seen or played with before, and we ended up winning the whole tournament. So it was lit, man.
That's what's up. Oh yeah, I seen you at the trophy, right?
Yeah,
was the trophy like the little cup.
Yeah, yep. It's upstairs too. I should have brought it there, but should have showed it. But it was great. Okay, being able to like play because I do a lot of coaching, right? So it's been a while since I've actually like just went all out and played a match. Yeah. So being able to do that was fun. It felt good.
How you feel? How did you feel the day after the match?
Man, what?
Oh, okay.
Listen, you was already talking about your knee. My whole body was out of here. Out of here. I'm talking about, I've been doing all kind of stretches. So then, yeah, it was crazy. But no, it was fun, and here's to many more, man. I'm trying to get out and play some more.
Yeah. No, I want to talk to you about something with that. We'll put the pin in. It's not on the pod, but about tennis. We'll talk about
got you. Bet. Now, to get to it. My man Ralph Muhammad is here.
Oh no, that's
Ralph
crazy.
Muhammad is here.
That's crazy. That's
Ralph,
crazy.
Talk to us about
that's crazy. I just threw away my whole surname. That's wild, man. But hold on. Let's say first thing first. My wife don't listen to this, so but I'm gonna just get this out the way. Like, hey, we celebrated our 3rd year anniversary, so shout out to that. You know, hey,
beautiful. Yeah. All the buttons.
Like, so 3 years of marriage bliss. Shout out to the wife. She don't care about because she don't listen to this. But
shout out to Anna, man.
Before we get to the shit, but no, we actually went to Dubai for 5 days. Mm-hmm. Wow. It was a long time coming. Johnny knew that I was going, but that's part of the reason why if you listen to this thing week in and week out, I wasn't doing shit.
Right. Gearing up
for that. Just making these payments and all that stuff, just getting ourselves prepared for that grueling flight because as you know, as the listeners know, and this is your first time listening, we're located here in St. Louis, so a lot of big international flights isn't really the forte here. So, you might have to go to a bigger hub. So we elected to go to Chicago and fly out of there, and it was a nonstop flight, but it was 14 hours. We jumped straight over Mexico and Jamaica, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been to both of them, and I kicked it in both. Like, I was in Cabo, 2 months ago. So it is what it is with
life
that.
flex.
Right. Don't do this.
Listen, you give me all the time, so I got to.
Don't do this. All right. But yeah, like the flight is probably the worst part of the trip. Mm-hmm. I won't lie. Like we ain't do no business class, no first class. We ain't got it like that. Straight economy, my boy. So we in the back. Like so if you can get over that, you can kind of rock with it. But no, we had a good time, man. It was definitely a cultural experience. I don't know if you can go like. You can go over there and have a turn up if you want to. I don't think that was just something that we elected to do. It was more relaxation and cultural experiences that we were striving for.
Gotcha.
Went to museums, went to a rooftop pool, went to the mosque in Abu Dhabi, which is an hour and a half away from Dubai.
Oh, okay.
So that's something to consider if that's something that you want to do. And I want to debunk a lot of those myths that people put on Dubai. Like, y'all niggas just be saying shit and ain't going nowhere near it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that over there. Like, it's built off tourism. So why would they try to scare you away? You know what I'm saying? Like, with the laws and like, oh, you're going to get locked up. Like, you yell too loud. Like, I mean, hey,
I mean, yeah, if that's the law in the country, then
I mean,
yeah.
well, that comes from a lack of research and us wanting to be Americans everywhere we go. That's why they hate niggas hate us, man. Like,
true.
They really hate us.
Other countries, especially over there.
Yeah, and I got a funny story about that. But the only place where it was very, very strict, where I couldn't like literally touch my wife or even in the picture, was in the mosque.
Okay.
Like in the mosque is very strict. Head coverings, like as long as you don't have to do the traditional guard, but as long as you're covered,
got you.
That's just something we chose to do because it's just it's respect,
yeah.
and it looks dope in the picture.
Nah, listen, pictures was fire. I don't know if y'all follow him or not, but listen, immediately infinite flame emojis, like crazy.
But it's like a lot of the things that you want, like I think it was like a lot of things about LGBTQ. I was thinking a lot of gay people over there.
Really?
Yeah, kicking it. Like we was at a rooftop pool. It was like gay people there, and I ain't saying like ostracizing them, but it's just like they were there kicking it.
Right. Yeah. So because of the stigma that I guess the world has put on that country about how they would treat gay people, right? But no, they was just over there just like everybody else kicking it.
The thing is, this city has been built up, and Dubai is actually an emirate, so it's hard to kind of explain. Like you think of Dubai as a city or a country, no, it's not. The country is the United Arab Emirates, right? So it's 7 emirates, which are pretty much like, let's say it was the United States and it's 50 states. So it's a state emirates, kind of the same thing.
Got it.
But Dubai is not a city by itself. It's just an emirate. So it's like you can be downtown Dubai, or you can be just in the outskirts, but it's still Dubai though.
Got you.
So it's hard to explain. It's like New York was just a state. And it's not. It's like New York City, and everything's New York.
I think that makes sense because I've never been, but I also never knew the structure of what it was. I thought it was a country. Like,
Like no, UAE is the country, and Dubai is the most famous one. Abu Dhabi is the capital. Like I don't know if you peep. Like that's where the mosque is. That's where the NBA players been going to play their preseason games.
Okay.
That's
I have
Abu Dhabi.
seen that. Yep.
That's Abu Dhabi, and that's an hour and a half away from where we were.
Got it.
So we had a dope tour guide. Shout out to Mahmoud, man. Mahmoud was my boy. Like Mahmoud put us on some dope cuisine, man. Like some dope Emirati food, some dope Lebanese food. So man, we had a good time, bro.
That's what's up, man.
It was a good time, man.
Well, I got to get these off. So a good friend of yours and mine told me that I need to call you these names on air. So Ralph will go forward being known as Ralph Osama bin Laden.
Hey yo,
Ralph cum X.
Hey yo,
and Ralph Muhammad Ali.
I already know.
You probably know who it was.
It is either probably Hickey or Solomon. It's one of them. Like one of them did it.
So those are right. Ralph Muhammad Ali, I think that's my favorite.
I hate y'all, man.
That's hilarious.
But
But no, I'm glad you all were able to go, and I'm glad you guys had a dope time.
Yeah.
Like we already talked about it, but Anna she ain't let me down with the picks, bro. she didn't. I even had to send her a message like, hey, you ain't let me down. I love it.
Before I kind of get off the thing, right? It's like it was probably like maybe 2 times where I was kind of shook, right? Where like I was like, hey, this can kind of get real. Like, kind of get real. All right, it was one time where we got picked up by a car or whatever, and he was like, oh, you're Americans. Oh, okay. Are you paying attention to that Palestine Israel thing? No, I'm not. I don't know anything, sir. Like, don't ask me nothing. Like, listen, I don't know what they told you. I know you done picked up 2 big Americans. You think you get double? No, you don't get nothing for us. Like, they don't pay for us. Like, don't worry about it. Like, they are not coming to get us. Like, if you snatch us, you just wasted your snatch.
You wasted your time,
you wasting your time, my boy. So don't do it. Like, the minute he asked about that, I was like, I don't know nothing about that. Like, I want to be ignorant.
Word, I ain't even hear it.
Like, I was like, what? That's crazy.
I know.
Like,
I just came from vacation.
Right.
That's it. I ain't even know that was happening.
Another time, our tour guide took us to the dates market. Like, dates are like a real big thing. So he took us like to the Soulard market, the flea market in Abu Dhabi, right? Now, listen, bro. I'm all for buying a good souvenir, bro. But you could have took me to a gift shop. You ain't had to take me. Hey, listen, man. I'm from the trenches, and I know how to move in the trenches, but I don't know how to move in they trenches. So I don't want to be in they trenches, and I can't speak the language.
I feel that.
So, hey, let's get back to the Jeep, my boy.
If you could speak the language, you think you could have been aight?
Oh yeah, I would have been.
All right, got you.
I don't because I don't want to be in places where they speaking and I can't understand. Like and the only person that's my lifeline is my tour guide.
Right, and see that,
and then I ain't fully trust him yet.
Right, no fact.
I ain't fully trust him.
He already asked you
cool.
about the fucking what's the name, the Israel shit.
Right. Hey, listen.
So
it might have been a setup. Like I don't know.
Exactly.
Like I don't know. And then like the tour guide, like it says me, my wife, the tour guide, and the driver. So it's like it's us against them. And we're an hour and a half away from the hotel.
Right?
No, not even from the hotel. Away from the city limits of Dubai.
Did y'all take y'all passports with you?
Oh, yeah. I had all that. But still, bro. Like,
I know, look, I was just,
Listen, ain't no service out there, bro. Like, we just out here, bro. Like, you better pray for something with some Wi-Fi because you're done, son.
Listen, them Roman charges would be different.
Man,
even if it was service. Nah, that's crazy.
I know, that's crazy. But
I don't know what the Abu Dhabi version of AT&T is.
It's called DU. It's DU. But
see, simple shit.
I learned that. But I was like, I learned it the hard way. I was like, I ain't got my phone bill back. We'll talk about it.
Okay, so before we jump off this topic, right? So for any of our listeners that plan on going or going anytime soon, what's the one thing that you would suggest that they do when they get to Dubai or Abu Dhabi? Based on your experience.
It depends on what you like to do. If you're not a museum person, don't even waste your time, right? You know what I'm saying? You can go there and get some dope pictures off, but if you're not a museum person, no. I would say the desert safari.
Okay.
That's cool, right? Because you get to ride the sand dunes, like, you know what I'm saying? They drive all crazy in the SUVs. You go out and see beautiful desert conservation. You see wildlife. They feed you while you're out there. I'm talking about unlimited food, drink, and shisha. So it's up.
That's fine.
I would suggest that.
When the last time y'all seen the conservation? Never. You ain't never seen that shit. So that's what's up.
Yeah, I would suggest that. I think that's non-negotiable. Like you should do that for sure.
Got you. That's what's up.
Everything else is just up to you.
Got you. Shout out to y'all vacation, man. That's dope, man. I love it, man.
Hey, man. But now we appreciate y'all for just listening to us catch up. But now, we got to get to it, man. What we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you. I think you like this one, man.
Let's go.
I was watching, I want to say like a documentary, right? And it was about like serial killers, like, on death row and things like that. And they always have these weird requests for their last meal. So, not to say Johnny caught a body and he's going to be on death row, but if you had a choice of what your last meal could be, what would it be?
You want to know the crazy thing about this question?
What's up?
This is something I've thought about throughout my years of like life.
Yeah.
And I guess each decade, like, it changes, right? So when I was a child, like, I would want like pizza and hot wings, simple shit, fries, all that. Yeah. But as the 35-year-old version of myself, like, I think I want a nice, some type of steak, like the best medium well steak that's ever been cooked. I'm talking about just perfection, right?
Yeah.
That I need some sautéed spinach.
Oh yeah.
I would like some garlic bread of some sort, maybe with the cheese sprinkled on it, melted. Okay. Now what would I have to drink? That's where you get me. I love root beer. Root beer is like my favorite soda. Okay. But then again, I do want like some Southern made like sweet tea. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the Southern made sweet tea because it hits different, right?
That's fair.
It's for dessert. I don't know if I want to go like a warm chocolate chip cookie and ice cream, or if I want like a lava cake and some ice cream.
You really
mix it together. Both. I've been doing both.
You really put.
I'm telling you, these are things I think about. I live alone, bro. Like this is things I think about. Got to keep myself occupied. But I think Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna go with.
You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna put myself in the full scenario of me being on death row because that changes the complexion of that changes like what I want to eat now, right?
Got you.
Because like usually I would eat things like, oh no, I'm 30, 36 and heartburn, indigestion. But if I'm about to get the injection or the electric chair, none of that matters. So right. You know what? I want something spicy. Like I want something like I want a tub of Moose Tracks ice cream, knowing that shit gonna make me gas like build up right here. Like I don't care about none of that. Put the Pepto right here just so I can wash it down and then get to the get to some other stuff.
That's real petty of you because they got to deal with that.
Yep,
after you go. That's real petty of you.
Listen. I'm already 300 plus when I'm not dead weight. So when I'm dead weight and I'm gassy and all that got to come out, that's on y'all. Y'all should have kept me alive. I would have wiped myself. But hey, that's on them.
Hey, that's hilarious. I love it. That's
so no, I want all the stuff that gives me like heartburn and indigestion, like all that shit, like all I want Rotel. I don't know, like you said Rotel, so it got me thinking. I want some Rotel. I want some
spicy curry,
spicy wings,
all that.
I want all that.
Damn. You know what? Actually, and with mine, throw in some ghost pepper wings because I never had them. I want to try. I want to try them.
If it's
the real ghost pepper joints, like not the Popeyes.
Oh,
joints.
you want the
no, the real joints.
So you want the hot ones, the hot wings?
Yeah, Actually, yeah. Give me the whole slew of sauces. I want the whole joint, right?
The
whole shebang.
Hey yo.
No.
Shebang is crazy.
Hey man, look.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
We're so happy to be. We're so happy.
I know.
That's what's going on. We're happy to be.
I miss this man. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. No, dope question though. But you see, that's some shit I'll be thinking about.
Yeah.
All right. So for my off the dome, right? Across the Spider-Verse came out earlier this year. And it is slated to drop on Netflix October 31st.
Okay.
So shout out to them for that. Now, in that movie, the scene where Miles is being chased by the TVA of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Fire scene. Yeah. Dope scene. And it got me to thinking. I just started recently seeing clips of the final battle in Endgame as well. Two different types of scenes, but still dope scenes in themselves, right? So it just got me to thinking, like, which of those scenes is better? The final battle in Endgame or the chasing scene in Across the Spider-Verse? Which one do you feel is better?
I haven't had a chance to really sit with this, so sit with the movie Spider-Verse, so I'm gonna automatically go Endgame because it's too much with that. Like, hey, on your left.
Yeah,
like niggas get emotional. Like,
it's true.
It's like
it's true.
I get chills watching that scene. So it's like dope scene with the Spider-Verse, and I know it took 2 years for them to draw all that shit, which is it's crazy. It's crazy to watch. Yeah. But I've only seen it once. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see.
So that's why it's hard for me to like. I'm not saying it's a bad comparison, but I just haven't had enough, time to really weigh that.
Okay.
But automatically I'm gonna say Endgame because that. Just the interest of everybody, him doing the Avengers Assemble, like I'm sorry, that factors into my answer.
And look, and I cannot be mad at that. Yeah. I'm almost in agreement, right? Even with all the factors that you just named, I think for me, the chase scene in Across the Spider-Verse just edges it just slightly better. Both fire scenes for their own reasons. But with Across the Spider-Verse, you have if I had to guess, maybe over 100 different types of versions of Spider-Man across movie, TV, video game, comic book.
That's the angle. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I get it now. But.
So seeing and like you mentioned, it took them over 2 years to complete that scene, right? Cool. Even that aside, just the sheer volume of so many different versions of Spider-Man that we've seen throughout very different versions of media, right? And just seeing it all come together where they even incorporated like the Spider-Man meme, pointing. So just being able to incorporate pop culture into that as well, because that's what Peter Parker, Miles Morales, those are the type of characters they are. So being able to see Miles being chased by all these different versions is just super dope. It's really dope, and to see Miles be able to seemingly outwit and outmatch each of them as well. That was fire to me. So I'm going with the Spider-Verse chasing, slightly edging Endgame.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But nah, that was off the dome, people. If you could pick your last meal, what would it be and why?
Yep. And what's the better scene? The chase scene in Across the Spider-Verse or the final battle in Endgame? Let us know.
OS gang, what's happening? Family and kinfolk.
We are here.
We got only a few things on the docket, but I guarantee you, we gonna get to a lot of stuff. So first things first, DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club is under fire for a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. Johnny, what you got to say for DJ Envious?
Right, envious. That's funny. Shout out to Rick Ross. Hey man, it's so many ways to like attack this, right?
Yeah.
For years we've been seeing DJ Envy promote. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Promotes his real estate investing business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So many times he's been on a Breakfast Club talking about it. He even had his business partner on the Breakfast Club to talk about it. Mm-hmm. So many different seminars that I've seen him promote as well throughout the years.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's DJ Envy, right? This is a prominent name and face in the hip hop community. So this is somebody that people would really look up to when it comes to pretty much anything, honestly. And they see him shining, they see him on the Breakfast Club, they see him all the time. So for him to promote any type of business that he seemingly is successful in, people are going to flock to it.
Yeah.
But apparently it's all a scam. All of it is a scam. Now, I don't know the true details of everything that's going on, but apparently his business partner Caesar is the one that's behind all of the scamish behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if DJ Envy was a willing participant or if he was just naive and didn't know. I'm still trying to decipher that for myself.
Yeah. I'll just say this. From the outside looking in, because this is what it is. All of us are lawyers when it comes to this situation, so we're going to stop that right now.
Right.
That nigga guilty. And it's not to say that he was in on it, but it's like your face, your likeness was pulling in investors. And true. I'm sorry, you were calling people, getting people in on it. So it's like you may not have been privy to the books of what he was doing, but you're still complicit. It's like it's being accomplice to the murder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, you might skip some criminal stuff, but they still go sue you, my boy.
Oh yeah,
like, they're coming for you. Like, I'm sorry.
So absolutely, I 100% agree with that. And this has gotten so bad now to the point where the feds have raided the iHeart offices. iHeart Radio has been named in like some lawsuits now. So not only is the block caught for DJ Envy himself as an individual, but now the organizations that he works for are also becoming under fire now.
As they should be, because he utilized his platform, which is their workspace, the workspace that he's provided there, to promote something that he has going. So, you know, I'm not gonna put like anybody else's name in. We only go talk about DJ Envy. You know how we like to do. What if Charlamagne did? Let's just talk about Envy, right? Yeah, Envy did it. He was up there. He had Caesar up there a few times, right? He's used, like, they have advertising blocks where, come out to see us here.
That's true.
So iHeart is in on it too. Like, I'm not saying that they took people's money, but you help promote it, especially to a demographic that wants a part of the American dream. Now, they interviewed a lot of the big investors, like the guy, like I think one guy lost like $800K with both ventures.
Sheesh. Like,
I think it was 500 with the real estate, then another 300 with the blockchain stuff.
That's crazy.
So it's like, they interviewed him. But the thing is, there's a lot of people like me and you that was investing in what DJ Envy is. And then I'm not going to lie, I probably would have been one of those people, like, had I had it or I've been close enough to willingly give my money, because I think that DJ Envy comes from situations like me, went to HBCU, all the things that make you feel comfortable. Relatable, make you feel comfortable giving somebody your hard-earned money, because no matter what, right, you give somebody $2,000, $20,000, $200,000. That's still your money.
That's still your money. Money that you worked hard to earn, working, or whatever. So for me to give you the money that I earned doing my own type of labor, right, and then you just go and take it and not do what you said you was gonna do with it, I need that back plus interest.
Yeah, and then going down the rabbit hole of things like Cesar Pena was a convicted felon for fraud before. You know, this whole thing.
See, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
So it's kind of like
that's insane.
A lot of people's due diligence was off with this, and I'm not saying people are wrong because you take scary money don't make no money. You gotta put it out there now.
Right.
So I'm not necessarily I'm not victim blaming them, but it's still like some form. Nobody looked into that.
I mean, some form of due diligence on your part. On the person's part who's giving the money, right? To say, hey, take this, invest it for me. Some form of due diligence is done, should be done. Because even like for us, right? Say we're looking to open up an IRA or a 401k or whatever, right? We have to look at the institution, like whose institution is going to invest my money the best, or what funds are they going to invest my money in once I do open this IRA and things like that. So at the basic level, we have to look into the organizations or the people that we want to invest our money with or give our money to invest for. Yeah. So why did that not happen? Now, if I'm somebody who I see DJ Envy on TV say, hey, come out to the seminar. Yeah. We got some investments, coming in real estate. Come talk to us, right?
It's almost like a blind trust.
Right. That's exactly what it is, right? And then I go and see Caesar, what's his Pena? Mm-hmm. And I see him there, so I don't know who that is, right? Yeah. So I need to go home and do research. Yeah. Now, if I see that this individual has been convicted of fraud in the past, I'm immediate. Like, that's a red flag. That's the biggest red flag. Yeah. So I'm cool.
But how many people think to do that because you think if he's alongside DJ Envy, it can't be fraud? How many people? I mean, I'm I'm not. That's
a legit question
because I'm not knocking your research ability or just like your due diligence, but most people they see somebody that they trust just blindly by recognition and brand.
And I agree because yes, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that, and that's just is really unfortunate. Now that's why I'm saying I don't know if DJ Envy was a willing participant, knowing that, or if he was just
this the thing,
blind-eyed,
right?
And just
this the thing, right? You can't be going on these seminars and having him on the Breakfast Club as a guest and saying these things about he's my partner, that's my partner, that's my partner. Then when it comes to the books, you don't know shit. That's
nasty.
That's nasty because you come out here and then DJ Envy, if anybody flaunts about the money that they got. Envy.
Absolutely.
Envy, like Charlamagne don't wear no chains. When Yee was over there, she ain't really do none of that either. True. And I know they probably got a good portion of money. Mm-hmm. But DJ Envy being a DJ and being, this is my thing, and I'm trying not to get too far off, but it's just like I hate that this happened because this is somebody that built up their brand. Like he was DJ Envy before Breakfast Club, but now you're being a part of this. You're in the radio Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And you can build your brand off of your likeness. Like you can go somewhere and demand 20 racks. Like I just need 20 for me coming.
Right.
I ain't got to do nothing. I just need 20. Like he was just at A&M, so that money that he probably got pitched down there to be at A&M, he was down there in the jersey and everything, and then it's like
that shit for the go.
That legal fees, right? Straight to the lawyer. He wired that shit straight to the lawyer. He knew that shit was coming down. Like that's why he did it. That's why he came.
I ain't gonna lie. I really ain't like him being there because I knew about all this stuff.
Oh no, I ain't.
It was not a good look.
It's just off the fact. Hell, I ain't like him being there before. It didn't matter.
People was down there cheesing. But anyway, but that's the shit we talk about. Like people just happy to like
be around that.
Be happy to say, hey, I invested with DJ Envy because of the name recognition, right?
Yeah.
And that in itself is nasty. But
it happens though. So now it kind of opens up a bigger can of worms. And does DJ Envy keep his job with iHeartRadio in the Breakfast Club?
That's a direct question. Honestly, I say no. If I'm iHeart and the feds have already raided my office, DJ Envy, from what I've seen, has already started doing the radio show from home. Like, he's not even in the Breakfast Club studio anymore. Like, he videoed in. Yeah. Like, he can't show up because he's probably going to get arrested. If I'm not mistaken, I think I read something that said Caesar got arrested today or yesterday. It's fairly recent.
Yeah, he's been arrested.
Which means it's only a matter of time for DJ Envy as well.
Okay. So we are in agreement that his job is pretty much done.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think they fire him, or you think they let him go on his, like, you know, kind of like resign? Because this is, and maybe I'll answer that question. I'll answer that question, right? Even if he's never, like, formally charged and arrested, I think they should just, like, let him go on his own, not fire him, because he's already shamed. Like, the shame is already there. And don't fire him. You know what I'm saying?
It could be.
I'll extend grace in that way.
That does make sense, and it could be a thing where, just for the public optic, they behind closed doors they say, "Hey, you're fired," but to make it look good, just go ahead and resign, my boy. Go ahead and resign.
You go ahead and resign.
But we're telling you that you got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Now you can,
because when you done made the block hot for us, and we don't know what else. I heart might have some bullshit over there. Now
what?
You got the feds in our building, baby. Listen.
No, that's real.
Remember what Joe said on the podcast? I know you probably listened to it at this point. We was like, hey, listen, I watched all those movies where, you know, the feds come in the building and all that. The people in the building always lose. Like, it's like, I was like, oh, I like those films too. Wolf of Wall Street, all that. Hey, them niggas always lose.
My man ain't lying. And then, like, the rule of auditing, right? Or I guess the people that's on the other side of the audit, providing the documents, you never give them more than what they asked for. So if the feds is coming in just looking at shit, they gonna find something else.
That's why you get like just go to Envy office. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, but no, like if they in there, they everywhere. We in the Breakfast Club studio. I don't know what other iHeart radio stations is there, but they in all them shits. The CEO office, CFO office, everything. Run it. Hard drives. I need all that.
But no, it's hard to sit here and say with DJ Envy and his extravagant lifestyle that he wasn't receiving money from that.
Oh, man, what? He absolutely was receiving money from that. Also, to the point where I heard somebody say that DJ Envy's wife has been going on her Instagram and scrubbing that shit of like all her.
Why you gotta do it?
Flexing.
Why you gotta do that?
That's what I'm saying. So it's the block is extremely hot for DJ Envy. Hey man, I have no clue what to say here. Like I'm just gonna watch it as it unfolds. But
it's not looking good. Like either way, right? Even if he avoids jail, if he avoids prison, which would be a miracle, that they are coming for you. Better listen, bro. Lawyer, like he's already lawyered up, but like
the only way DJ Envy does not get jail time is if somehow he can prove in the court that he did not know everything that Caesar was doing. Now, can he be able to prove that? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, yeah. But that's the only way. I feel like that's the only way.
Like I said, man, them investors coming for you, so don't really worry about that, my boy. Either way, you probably want to go to prison.
Right. Damn, right. And if
you can go to prison and have some money, or you can live outside and be broke. I probably would rather live outside and be broke because I'll never want to go to prison.
Man, look, for real. And I mean, listen, and I understand why iHeart would be named in some of these lawsuits now because if I'm somebody that invested with them, somebody got to give me my money, and it ain't gonna be them.
Oh yeah, all this is allegedly. I don't know if I said that.
Oh wait, yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We watching it unfold just like y'all.
Yeah, okay. So. I don't know. You know, sometimes you niggas might want to come get us. I ain't got nothing for you.
I ain't got
man, you want a ring light? You want a light?
Like, look,
we ain't got nothing for
facts.
you, bro.
I got an old iPhone. So what you want, my boy?
Right, but nah, man. Let us know what you think about that topic. But let's try this on for size. DJ Vlad has called out two big names in hip hop, Drake and DJ Khaled, for their silence in the Israeli and Palestinian. Is that how I say it?
Yes. Good job.
Conflict. Johnny, what do you have to say about DJ Vlad calling out Drake and DJ Khaled for reasons we will get to?
I have choice words for DJ Vlad.
Mm-hmm. Well, before you get to the choice words for him, you know, because I'm here with you. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. let's
think-
focus on the message and not the messenger.
One thing that I feel like that we've discussed on OS before is that the people, celebrities, right? Celebrities that people look up to, look to for commentary on social issues, social justice issues, and all that. They don't owe us that. They don't owe us that. Yeah. Now, I know Drake is Canadian. I'm not exactly sure DJ Khaled's nationality.
Well, he's first generation Palestinian.
Okay.
His parents are from Palestine.
Okay, got you. So with that being said, I would imagine that DJ Khaled is going through something way more deeply that's affecting him than us, right?
Yeah.
Because that's his parents' home, original home, right? So who knows what the hell he's going through right now?
Yeah.
Which is why I wouldn't expect him to really speak out or say anything, because he may still have family over there. He may be trying to get to the family that he still has there.
His wife may have, his wife may be from over there.
See,
I'm not sure, but
but even if so, right? That's an even deeper type of situation for him, because if his wife is from there, I'm almost certain. I mean, I don't know, but I would imagine that her parents are still over there. So maybe he's trying to get her parents over, his family, things like that. So he doesn't have time to just make a public post about, what's going on, because he has real life situations happening because of that for him. So why are we looking for him to say anything to the public when he has to actually deal with this? We just seeing it from a social media standpoint. That's my thing. I don't feel like he or Drake, I don't feel like either one of them has to say anything about this.
Okay, two things can be true, and I'm not trying to really agree with Vlad, but it's kind of getting there, right? A little bit, right?
Okay.
By DJ Khaled being the biggest person from Palestine or Palestinian ties that we know.
Yep.
Everybody else saying free Palestine except him.
Okay.
So maybe that's part reason, right? Because DJ Khaled speak out about a lot of stuff. I ain't never seen him speak out about anything like worldly, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But I have, he got shoes to sell. He got a lot of business. Like, he loud about everything. So let's he got I got 2 Drake songs on the album. Like, he's loud about that. True. So okay, cool.
It's true.
That's all.
It's true.
That's all I'm kicking with that part, right?
Okay.
Drake being half Jewish, half black, right?
Okay, I get
so
that.
So now he's the spokesperson for Israel.
But see,
like I don't know his mom's ties to the motherland. I'm not even sure if she's really originally from there.
Yeah.
So let's not even go to that part. But we know DJ Khaled parents from that.
Okay.
So, but he used, and then DJ Vlad just thinking that these are the 2 biggest artists or 2 biggest people that we know from these areas. Why are they so silent on this when they have a broad reach, a broad platform? I agree with the notion that, hey, they don't owe us nothing. They don't. But then again, I can see a world where you probably would want somebody to say something. That's it. I don't like the reason I'm not speaking about it because I don't know nothing about it.
Right. Same. I mean,
and I have no ties to it. So that's why, but I do understand the oppression of people, the genocide of people, and those things are wrong. That's where I leave it, but I don't know anything else
about why it's happening.
Yeah, I am
right.
totally ignorant.
Oblivious,
I am totally ignorant.
But I mean that I guess that's the point I was trying to make with DJ Khaled. Like, it's this war or genocide is a real thing that's happening on the planet right now. Like, it's actually happening. We've seen clips, videos of like the devastation that's occurring, right?
They're bombing hospitals.
Like, man. That's insane to think about. Yeah. DJ Khaled is an individual who is directly impacted. I'm indirectly impacted because I have no ties to what's really going on over there. Yeah. That's different for DJ Khaled. Like, he has real world ties to what's happening. Yeah. So I can only imagine what's going on in his mind. Like, again, he might still have family over there, and maybe he's trying to get to them to make sure they're okay. Like, and I mean, God forbid, but if something did happen to some of his family, that's a whole nother level of, oh my God, what's going on type of thing. So if I'm DJ Khaled and I'm in that type of position, I don't have no time to really think about saying free Palestine on social media, tweeting, Xing, whatever. Like I don't have the type of time for that. I don't, because I have to make sure my wife is good, my kids are good. Like this, it's just a whole nother level of sacrificing that he got to do right now.
No, I hear you, and I'm not disagreeing. I'm just bringing up the other part that DJ Khaled's loud about a lot of stuff. That's the other part, right?
Yeah.
If he wasn't vocal about we the best sneakers and all that other stuff, like I'm telling you, like I think that's part of where it comes from. Yeah. And now, we agree to disagree, but I agree with you. But I'm just bringing up other parts of the other side. Yeah. But let's just get to DJ Vlad, right? Yeah. The reason why this message isn't received as well is because it's coming from DJ Vlad. Yep. And if you're very familiar with DJ Vlad, most of us know him because of YouTube lore, all the interviews, all the clips, all the bullshit that is spewed from his platform. A lot of people have been arrested. A lot of people probably have been murdered because of these things. A lot of this stuff perpetuates black culture in a negative light. So DJ Vlad is always in our business, but you want, these two megastars, because whatever you want to say about Khaled,
of course,
he's global.
Of course,
he's global. So you want these guys to speak out on worldly issues when you don't even promote positivity like that on your platform.
Facts.
That's the big part.
Facts. Yep. I could not have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And DJ Vlad, the fact that you have spent
your whole
decades,
career. Your whole career.
Your whole career of putting black people against each other. Let me just say that. Allowing people to come on your platform, incriminate themselves, incriminate other people, make threats to other people. Like all of this type of stuff, all these types of situations, right? And now you want, like Ralph said, two of the biggest world stars right now to speak on something that's probably directly affecting them in their own homes. You gotta shut up. You gotta shut up.
And that's part of why I think that people aren't here for it. Is because if Vlad said it, if anybody else said it, you may hear it differently, because it's always the message and the messenger, right? The wrong messenger is giving this message. And we ain't paying attention to you, my boy,
at all.
But now let's spin the topic, right? Because now it gets to like you alluded to it, but we didn't talk about it fully.
Yeah.
Do we have to have these megastars talk about worldly issues? Because certain people have leaned into it, like most notably the king, the GOAT, the god of all of them. Mike did it all the time, right? Yeah. But that was Mike's choice. But Mike did it after he garnered a lot of fame and attention, though. He was already Mike then.
Right.
Like, he did We Are the Worlds of Face It with the Quincy Jones. We're going to stop that one right there. But when Mike was alopecia'd out, vitiligo'd out,
But see, I think the difference. Facts.
But Mike was on that type of time then, though.
But see, I think the difference with Michael Jackson is that's just the type of person he was. Even if he wasn't a mega star, right?
Yeah.
I think he still, whatever he would be able to do that type of work, I still think he would be able.
Oh no,
he still would have done it, right?
That, but I'm just pointing out the fact that by the time his platform was broad and he's Michael Jackson, look at the type of songs that he made comparison to what he was doing in the 3-album run that we like to focus on.
Yeah, true. Do we want a DJ Khaled song like that?
No.
Do we want a DJ Khaled? We Are the World?
No. Well, he do. That's what his albums are. What you mean? But I mean, like Mike has done it. I believe Beyonce has kind of teetered into that. Like I think Freedom was like a song.
Oh yeah,
something like that. Even like she's did the politically charged stuff at the Super Bowl, like the Black Panther stuff. Who else? Jay-Z has sprinkled some stuff in there, like just like little stuff. But those people are up here.
Yeah.
So you kind of have a social responsibility to a degree, right? No, yes, no. Like it's on the artist if they want to do it or not.
So personally, I feel like it's up to the artist if that's something they want to do. But because of everything that you just named, right?
Yeah.
I feel like society has gotten to a point where these mega stars have to at least say something. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying they have to, but because throughout the decades, shit, man, even going back to fucking civil rights, like even way back then, we've had musical stars to come out and make music about the situation.
It's a plethora of people I left out.
I'm
sorry, James Brown, Marvin Gaye, everybody has done it, but it's just like that's a responsibility that they chose, and then the music slap too, so that helps. Like,
true. I mean, ain't nobody talk about the little baby shit he did back during the pandemic. Nobody talk about that.
We all liked it, but
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
It did come and go though.
Did the music slap? Absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, maybe they do play a part.
It does. But nobody's asking Drake to make a song about this though. That's the other thing, because in this era, it's more about not about the art. It's really about statement.
Right.
It's about tweet. It's about press release. That's really what it's about. And a lot of people in it feels like today's artists care about their brand and their branding deals and their contracts and those things a little bit more than actually being vocal outward about certain things. They might do things backdoor, like you said. Khaled might be doing stuff behind the scenes, like Beyonce. The people give Beyonce shit for whatever she does publicly, but it's a lot of things that she does privately that we hear about through other places. Like Beyonce will never say it, but she like other people like, oh, Beyonce gave $10,000 to this, or whatever the case may be. That's just what. I don't know. It's like you have to protect your brand publicly, so you can't say these things or do these things out loud. So maybe, just maybe, like you said, they're doing things behind the scenes to help.
Yeah, which I mean, for sure with DJ Khaled, I'm almost certain. Like again, I don't know him I don't know him personally, but I would imagine that he's doing a lot behind the scenes because he is directly being affected by everything that's going on. Now, because we don't see it, don't mean he's not doing it, Yeah. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, all of these celebrities are people. These are humans. People who have their own situations, their own things going on. Like, we just see it because they always in the media. Yeah. But, no, these are actual people, man. They got their own shit to deal with. Yeah. Come on. It's crazy.
No, I agree. I mean, But no, that was a good conversation, man. But fuck DJ Vlad.
Thanks.
That's all I got for you. But, man, last on the OS docket, but it's a myriad of topics. Like, it's all MCU related. But, the SAG after strike is still going on with the actors. Yeah. I think the writers have been back. So, like, the Tonight Show and stuff like that has kind of popped back up. Yep. But the actors are still on strike. They're still kind of trying to get their footing with, like, more streaming revenue and things like that. But it's definitely going to affect Hollywood. It's definitely going to affect the MCU. We're definitely here to break it down. Johnny, I don't even know where to start. Do we start with the SAG after strike, or do we start with the trailer for the Marvels, the last trailer that they dropped?
Let's just go and get that out the way.
The trailer, all right, cool. Well, the last theatrical trailer has dropped for the Marvels, trailer number 3. I don't know if it helps with your excitement for the film, but Johnny, what you got, bro?
It doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. Look. It November 10th? I think it comes out.
Less than a month, bro.
The Marvels
less than a month.
Less than a month. Look, the Marvels comes out November 10th. Clearly, I'm going to see it because it's Marvel. I love Tiana Parris. Shout out to her. Look, man, I ain't really got much for it.
Hey, man, this is nasty work. They need to just put that shit on Disney Plus, bro, because
straight to streaming,
they need to put it straight to streaming, bro, because it's looking
nasty.
It's
almost like a special presentation. This shit is under 2 hours.
That and the fact that we know so much I told you, the inside track to the business part of this messes it all up, bro. It messes up the movie going experience because we know Marvel is pressed to do a reset after Secret Wars. Yeah. So that's what, 3 years from now?
Depends on the actual
but
yes, we'll say
3 years, right? So we're getting a reset of all characters in 3 years, right? And this is like the less loved Avenger.
I mean,
nobody likes Captain Marvel. We're already shoehorning 2 other people into her sequel. crazy. We already talked about it. It's under 2 hours. All right, cool. Brie Larson is like public enemy #1 in Hollywood for some strange reason.
I still don't know why.
And she has like this. We got it here on the docket that she really doesn't want to play Captain Marvel anymore. So that has been said because of the toxic MCU fans, which are the nerds that just hate, I guess, women comics or whatever. They hate. But neither here nor there, right? But it's just like they hate Brie was it Brie Larson?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. So knowing all that affects how I could view the film. They're not even promoting the damn villain rate. It's more about Tiana Parrish and the young lady playing Kamala Khan.
I feel like her name is Iman.
Something like that.
But yeah.
But it's more about the team up, right?
Right.
So we know we're getting her out the paint. We know this villain ain't even a real threat.
Facts.
It's not even. Listen, you're getting an hour and a half to cook, and usually that's 2008 standards when we talking about MCU.
That's true.
So you getting an hour and a half to cook. You're not a villain, my girl.
Listen. Spoiler alert.
And it's a woman villain.
Spoiler alert. I haven't seen the movie. I'm just gonna say spoiler alert.
Yeah.
The majority of this movie is gonna be spent with Brie Larson, Tiana Parrish, and Miss Marvel figuring out how the hell all their powers got commingled.
Pretty much.
That's all the movie is going to be, and then it's going to be like
Nick Fury barefoot in space. Like that's pretty much what
what it barefoot. That's what.
That's the last time we seen him in space. He's barefoot.
It's true. So I mean, that's the movie, and then it's going to be. We saw a clip from what I imagine is going to be the final boss fight, but even with that probably won't
it's
be.
It's 3-on-1.
So look,
it's 3-on-1,
which means either they getting the villain out the paint quick. Or she that fire where they really got to team up all three of them against her, which I doubt it's that.
I doubt it's the latter. I think it's just the first one. Like they just jumping.
Right, literally.
Yeah. Because listen, they have not promoted the movie good. They have not promoted the villain well, and I think that comes from a lack of actors being able to promote the film.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like if the actress that plays the villain. Marvel has a villain problem. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that they can't promote this damn villain right lets me know this movie's going to be a straight mid-pack. Like, it's going to be nasty, bro. That's why I say just put it on Disney Plus. Save us, please.
I'm trying to think. What's the last, 2 or 3 Marvel villains? We got the High Evolutionary from Guardians 3.
Nah, he was cooking. I like him.
Right.
I like him. But that was the first one in a long time.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like if we going off of
not even Namor, what you think?
He wasn't a villain.
See, and that's where so
he wasn't a villain. He was an anti-hero.
Damn. He was a villain in the sense of going against Wakanda, I
mean, wait, no, you know what? He is a villain. He killed Ramonda. He is that nigga. Like he is that boy. He is that boy. He killed. Oh, he went up in there and killed the queen. Oh yeah, he one of them. I like him.
All right, look.
I had to change. I had to think about that.
So Namor,
like it's
Gordon,
like if we gonna go as trash.
Yeah, they completely messed it up.
I'm like, you had Christian Bale, bro. Like,
what was before that? I can't remember what was before.
It was a whole bunch of mid.
Wasn't Shang-Chi. That was like 3.
No, that was like
2
years ago at this point.
Damn, that's insane. Anyway,
but it's like thinking about all those, right? They really haven't hit like that,
right?
So I don't see it for this one. And then for me, not for I'm MCU head in the movie space. Mm-hmm. I don't know nothing about no Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
and then for us to have this villain, like at least in the first one, I was like, okay, alien, cool. Like this one, like you know what I'm saying, like alien, bad guy. Okay, got it. But in this one, I don't know anything about this one to even fear. Like
that's the thing. She's also an alien. She's from the same Kree race as Ronan. Okay. Like and I think she
like
may have
female Roman.
Like, she might have worked for Ronan or something like in previous Marvel adaptations, right? So yeah, she got the same weapon and all that kind of stuff. It's just smaller. But anyway, look. Clearly, we gonna be here for the review of the Marvels when it comes out, but not that excited.
Let's talk about this, right? And this probably be the last thing. Daredevil is getting pushed back, pushed around. They're retooling it. They're actually rewriting it. It's not going to be a continuation. They're actually going to do like a complete rebirth. Like it was supposed to be Daredevil Born Again, but it really is Born Again.
Right.
Man. Like it's really, they're really like picking it, like doing something completely different with the character. Do you think that's good or bad?
So I think it's good, and I'm gonna tell you why. There was a whole post or quote about how Disney Plus or how Marvel has approached the Disney Plus TV shows for Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Where they did not go the traditional TV route, where it's a pilot, showrunners, all that kind of stuff. And I think we could all see how that played out, because I think they approached these shows as movies and just chopped them down.
Yeah.
So now there's going to be a complete revamp of how the Marvel Disney Plus shows are going to be put together going forward, starting with Daredevil.
It has to be.
And so because of that, I think it's a great idea. Yeah. And I think it's going to turn out to be even better for what they had planned for Daredevil.
Well, I think so because, well, for one, this is the first character that's getting an 18-episode season.
Yes, absolutely.
That was already like chaos to me, because if we were looking at what WandaVision had 9, and 2 of those were kind of short.
Yep.
So everybody else had 6 episodes, roughly around 40 minutes.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, the lack of certain things in the shows just kind of made the shows just feel like one long movie that just hey, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
But I guess this is. I mean, I think it's good, and we want Marvel to retool and refocus. And like we said, this writer strike is the best thing that could possibly happen for them.
Yeah.
Because it gives them a chance to refocus and retool. Because we've been here and saying that it's an oversaturation, no pun intended, of the content that they've been putting out. I think the reason why the content is lacking is because it's so spread thin between shows and TV.
Absolutely.
I mean, between movie and TV. Because you think about everything pre-TV, right? Pre-Disney Plus. Those movies more than likely, were better put together because everything was concentrated.
Yep.
But now if you're trying to spread it between, we got to go to this movie here, then put it back down here in this film, then bring it back up, it's spreading the story so thin.
Right. Exactly. Which we'll get into when we do our review for Loki.
Yeah, tune into that.
But that's the one thing that I kind of appreciate about Loki season 2 is like.
Save it.
Okay, I'll save it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
y'all check that out on YouTube.
Check
that out on YouTube. But yeah, I'm actually excited they made that announcement because it.
I think
it gives me high hopes for what the shows have in the future.
It seems like they care, right? They're hearing the backlash of everything that happened with Phase 4, and they know moving forward everything's gonna be X-Men, Fantastic Four. So those are the things that they're gonna focus on. So it seems like we're gonna be pretty good, but we just gotta get through this,
this.
Yeah.
But yeah, look. What I hope, because clearly it's not gonna happen, they take this actor strike and like refocus all the content, movies and TV. Take a break from just putting shit out. Like,
okay, would you be okay if we had no Marvel content next year?
Yes.
At all. I'm talking about movies
period.
and TV. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think those 12 months would give them time to do whatever reshoots they need to do for the movies that have already been done, properly plan the next 2 or 3 actual shows that are gonna come out, and I think it helps build the anticipation for these projects to come out as well in 2025.
Yeah, because I know Deadpool got pushed back again.
It did actually. So yeah, Deadpool got pushed back, and they moved Captain America up to that slot. See what I'm saying? So now Captain America 4 is coming out May 3rd, I think, of 2024. So there's that.
See, the black character got to fall on the sword. See, I don't like it, man. You know what, man? Hey, man, we reached the end of the docket, man. Johnny, what you got, bro?
Look. If you're watching on YouTube, first of all, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to our commentary. Hit the comment section and let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell, and we'll be back next week funny. Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
Song of the week, song of the week,
Always
song of the week.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.